Hello friends, I think we are live. Yes, we are live. Very well. Welcome to another ambitious walk. I figured I wanted to do something ambitious in the lines of my walk around the Yamanote line, but at the same time, due to the new emergency declaration, I don't want to spend too much time in central Tokyo, so it's ironic that I'm starting here in Shibuya, but I decided to follow the Tokyu Toyoko line, which connects Tokyo with Yokohama and mostly runs through rural areas. So I will give you a brief little tour of my planned walk. So we're here now, Shibuya, and we will walk south. You see this black line, that's the Tokyu Toyoko line. So follow this, cross the Tama River eventually into Kawasaki, and then further south, and we will be in Yokohama, and will be Yokohama Station. So it's 26k. I would probably split it up into 3 walks. So we'll see how far we'll make it today. I'm expecting today's stream to be somewhere between 2 to 3 hours. So it could be that I will walk to Jiyugaoka and end there, or I might proceed a little bit further depending on what time it is. But I also wanted to kind of come and see just briefly how this emergency declaration is affecting central Tokyo. But just so you know, it's not a lockdown and it's nothing like that. It's just a kind of request that we should not be out after 8 o'clock in the evenings. That's what this declaration is about, emergency situation is about. So it's very weak. I talked about that in a video yesterday. Yeah, we are allowed to go to the city center or do whatever we want, basically, except drinking alcohol after 8 o'clock or eating. Thank you very much for the super chat. Ramzi Shakir, thank you so much. First beer on me. Thank you. But yeah, I will try to get out of Shibuya as quickly as possible. I just came here because the train line starts here, and it would feel weird to not walk. Like if I'm doing something ambitious like trying to walk the entire line, then I want to walk the entire line, not just skip one stop or something. Oh, and let's weather. It's cold. It is cold, people. That's something I don't need Google to tell me, because I have my senses. Let's see. How cold? It is currently 7 degrees and quite windy. The wind is what makes it feel so cold, I think. I'm wearing gloves and I have a beanie with me as well that I might put on soon. And what's the Shibuya building? I don't know which one you mean. This is Shibuya Stream. This is Shibuya Scramble Square. And over there is the Cerulean Tower. So what we see here, these things, this here in front of us, that's the old Toyoko line platform. So the Tokyo Toyoko line was buried underground. I think it's almost 10 years ago now. So it used to be this overground station here, but these days it's buried far below ground. In terms of the number of people, I would say definitely less people than it would be on a weekend in Shibuya like this. So that's good to see. This is likely gonna be the busiest part of today's stream, so from here on it will get more and more quiet. I always like this mirrored roof. Like, it feels like just the other day I came here to this little stream. We will take quite a different route today though, so it shouldn't be too much of a repetition, but this little area around here, yeah, I'm passing here again, obviously. What will you eat today? I don't know. I will grab something after the stream. Not sure what, to be honest. With the current lockdown in Brisbane, the police could find and arrest you. Wow, really? I did not know that. Yeah. In a way, I kind of wish that they were more strict here in Japan, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm happy that I'm at least able to go out and walk a little bit. I always like this view here. I think I did exactly the same pan last time I came here. No, I do not watch anime, sorry. Will we pass close to coffee person today? No, we will not. We will not. Sorry, he's in the middle of the city, in Marunouchi, close to Tokyo Station. So we're walking actually away from him right now. General from Tokyo, it's about COVID situation. I don't know, it depends really who you ask. I think most people are like very ignorant and don't really care much at all, but those who do tend to think that it's too weak, that they should do more. It would be better if we broadcast 4K, yeah, but that's not possible with today's technology, sorry. Walking from Shibuya all the way to Yokohama. Yes, that's the plan. I won't do it all in one go though. I will do about half of it or a third today, and hopefully continue tomorrow. super far even by train. Yeah, it's far, but I like to walk. It's I mean, I did the entire Yamanote line a couple of weeks ago, and if I remember correctly, that's even further. Definitely quiet. And, I mean, this is not a particularly busy part of Shibuya, but still I think it's probably less people than it would have been on a regular weekend. How was your daughter after she woke up during yesterday's short walk? She was fine. She was in a pretty good mood. We went home after the stream, and then I fed her and she had a nap again. So she was in a good mood yesterday. If you're so worried about COVID situation in Japan, why don't you stay home instead of walking around? Well, I don't think it's really problematic to walk around or be outside. That's not where and when people get affected. And I do not interact with any other people rather than in my family right now. And also I think I would go crazy if I would just stay home all the time. So yeah. Greetings from Ohio. Greetings from Iraq. Nice. People from all over the world. How are the streets labeled? Do they have numbers or names? Usually the blocks have numbers and the buildings have numbers. Some bigger streets have names, but most streets do not have names. Will you continue to walk up to Yokohama in another video? Maybe, I don't know. I've never been to Yokohama myself, other than the inside the station. I mean, taking the Shinkansen from there a couple of times, but yeah. So I might consider doing that. We'll see. Have you been to the Akarenga Oktoberfest? Yeah, I passed there a couple of years ago. Nothing, not so interesting if you ask me, but yeah. That area is nice, Akarenga area, but those events like Oktoberfest, they're pretty tacky if you ask me. Weather is, yeah, it's nice, it's very clear, it's a beautiful day. pretty cold, but beautiful. So now we are here, and we are walking towards Daikanyama right now. Daikanyama, and then Nakameguro, and then smaller, more quiet areas after that. Has your sleep been affected in some way? It's been affected by my daughter from time to time. Last night actually she didn't sleep very well, so that was a little bit tiring. So I didn't get great sleep last night, but I'm okay. It's not too bad. Yeah, I passed here last time, but from here on I will take a different route, so from here on it should be a little bit more interesting, I think. Someone asks if this is live, and yes, it's live. Ah, that's Daikanyama over there. Good. Are you wearing a mask? Yes. I'm always wearing a mask in pretty much all my videos. Yep, that was Yamanote line passing. Indeed, it's a very sunny day. Very, very sunny. Again, Shibuya over there, and I think last time I came here, that was when I was following the Yamanote line tracks, so then I walked this way towards Ebisu, but today we'll be heading to Daikanyama. Someone asks if these buildings are mostly office buildings or apartments. Well, these are apartments here, but I think most buildings here on the opposite side are probably office buildings. Same with Shibuya. It's mostly office buildings. Let's see, let's cross here. Are they limiting the number of people who can get on the trains because of COVID? No, actually not. There's no such limitations. This is quite expensive area to live. Yeah, Daikanyama is a very upscale neighborhood. This apartment building over here looks pretty old though. So, not sure how expensive it is to live there, but in general, yes. If I've been to Sokashi? No, I don't think I've been to Soka. Actually, it's in Saitama, right? Yes, Ray, you'll have some work to do. Also here. So I think it might be worth pointing out that no one has to wear a mask here in Tokyo or in Japan. There's no law saying that you must do it or that you won't get fined or anything like that. So you'll probably see some people not wearing it, especially people just like walking in their local area where they don't expect to bump into a lot of people. But on the trains, basically everyone is wearing it. Hello, made in Tokyo. Thanks for being so loyal and always showing up when I stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, people are home. Many people probably stay home because of the pandemic. Also, it's still quite early. Well, it's noon, so it's not that early. But yeah, it's weekend, so no people like at work or anything, which also makes the streets a little bit more empty, I guess. Cozy little street. Let's go up here. Dog alert. Not sure if this is the right way, but let's go here anyway. Point at retro coffee shops. Okay, I will try to do that. Weather, I did weather report already. 7 degrees, clear skies as you can see, but a bit chilly winds. It's a coffee shop. Coffee Stand Inc. I might want to go for a coffee a little bit later. Oh, morning Yari. Or maybe I should say good night. I think we have Nakameguro Station coming up quite soon. Yari, I'm surprised that you're up. The number of children in Japan are low, so it's difficult to find them. You see a lot of children in Tokyo. But once you travel to more rural areas, they're a bit more rare. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Cash for coffee and snack. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kimchi natto and coffee fund. Do a little. Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Everybody wants me to get coffee. Guess I should do that soon then. Also, I need to check the map. I'm always getting a bit lost around here. Direction. Yes, that tower building you see there, that's near Nakameguro Station, so that's where I'm heading. I like it when you get lost. Thank you. Oh, they're building some new fancy apartment building here. Hey Fungus, thank you for dropping by today, and thank you so much for the super chats, of course. That kimchi natto fund should be quite big by now. You can buy a lot of kimchi natto. I think, yeah, down here there's a really nice retro coffee shop actually. I've been here a couple of times. Worth checking out if you ever find yourself in the area. And I remember correctly, I think Yokohama Station is around here. Whiskey today instead of coffee. Nah, don't think so. Oh, hello Laura, thanks for dropping by. Glad you could make it. Lots of familiar faces around today. That's great to see. Quite windy. I hope the wind noise is not too annoying. I still have my DIY wind muffs on the phone, so should at least block out a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty windy here. Oh, and yes, Nakameguro Station is down here, this way, but I won't be going there. What wind noise? Okay, perfect. Then that means my windshields are working very well. And let me see. I need to cross here. Not here, but here. No wind, it's great. What time is it? The common question. It's 13 minutes past noon. Is this a high-end district? Yes, it is. It's a pretty expensive area to live in. Lots of exclusive shops here. Like if you want an apartment here, you probably have to pay up. This I think this street is a dead end, yes, so I need to go down here instead. Then turn. The size of that apartment, I don't know how big they are or how much they cost, but I am pretty sure that they are relatively expensive. Have you ever run into anyone else walking and filming like you do? I mean, I've seen people filming on the streets, of course, many times, but that's about it. Yeah, I haven't really bumped into any other Tokyo streamers except once when I bumped into Mr. Japan Street View, who lives in the same neighborhood as I do. I met him before, so I knew him. Thank you, Tokyo Walker. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you, Julienne Royale, for your super chats. Very nice of you. Here we are getting closer to Nakameguro, and here's the Toyoko line tracks. So yeah, that's the train tracks. I'll be following more or less all the way to Yokohama over the couple of the next few streams. Cute. Do you have Instagram? Yes, there's a link in the video description to my Instagram, so please follow me there if you aren't already. 初詣しました。はい、しましたよ。Now we will be crossing Meguro River, which is of course very, very famous. Very busy area during the cherry blossom season, because all these are sakura, cherry blossom trees. It's pretty beautiful around here that time of the year. And here's that high-rise tower we saw a little bit earlier in the stream. I see students. Yeah, I don't know why there's so many students out right now around here. Maybe they've been having some club activity. It's this downtown area. I don't know exactly what the definition of downtown is, but it's slightly outside the city center. Slightly. But we're basically walking out from central Tokyo. To Yokohama sounds like a long walk. It is. It's 25 kilometers. So I will do it over the course of a couple of days. 2 or 3. Probably 3. So now we are at Nakameguro Station. So we passed 2 stops. This is the 3rd stop on the Tokyu Toyoko line. So I don't know exactly how many stops there are until we reach Yokohama, but my guess is maybe 20-ish. Karenが行くの。じゃあ今回は多分横浜駅までだけ。でも今日はそこまで行けないですね。今日は多分半分ぐらい行きます。明日も続きます。But I think of Greta Thunberg. I think she's a hero, and she makes me proud to be Swedish. Do you watch Action Kid? I can't say I watch, but I did check him out a few days ago, and I can see why he's so popular. I really like his channel. I love Greta. よかった。ありがとうございます。There's a lot of really nice shops and restaurants here under the train tracks, especially at night before the pandemic. I really like this area. Wouldn't really go out here now though.正月お餅食べたの？はい、食べました。奥さんがお雑煮作りました。Hello, JVS Old School Bible. Thanks for stopping by today. Oh, that was a quick bicycle. Let's see. Should I divert a little bit from the train tracks? And this looks like a nicer street actually. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Hawaiian Sea milk money for the baby. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You know the reference of my nick. You're asking Yari, but can I also guess? I don't know, but does it have anything to do with NBA Jam? The game? That's what I always think about when I hear Boom Shakalaka. Street wasn't that interesting actually. I'll head back down to the train tracks. I always thought Tokyo would be more rainy this time of the year. No, Tokyo is not very rainy during the winter. It's actually mostly clear. The winters here are pretty nice if you ask me. Rainy season is when is that? That's in the early summer, like after spring. And there's a rainy season, and that's not my favorite time of the year. Winters here are fine. Like This is kind of the typical winter day weather actually. So very pleasant. The best season in Tokyo is typhoon season. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but okay. You like typhoon season? Sure. Apparently they can repair your jeans here. Take them from... Oh no, too good. May I know your nickname? You can call me TE. Could you please stand in front of a mirror reflective window so we can see your camera setup? Maybe. I'll see if I can make that happen. But it's pretty basic. It's just a DJI OM4 and my phone's attached to it. Nothing special really. Just making sure that I'm on the right track, and it looks as if I am. So Nikon or Canon? I'm shooting with Nikon, but I don't really have any preference. Canon makes great cameras as well. Actually, my favorite camera brand is probably Fuji, because I like how they innovate, as opposed to Nikon and Canon, who are just doing the same thing over and over again. Fuji are great. Wish they had a full frame camera. Oh, thank you, Boom Shakalaka. Thank you. Wow. Nice super chat. Fuji XT. Yes, I have a XT3, which I don't use very often, but whenever I do use it, I really enjoy it. Unfortunately, image quality is not really good enough compared to my full frame cameras. Ochimaru, thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. I think next stop we will reach should be Utenji, which I guess isn't too far away. Right now I'm somewhere between Utenji and Nakameguro, and that's the train tracks over here. Pt.1, that's also a nice camera. It's actually one that I've recommended to a lot of people when they ask me what camera to buy. especially beginners. Chibashi 行ったことある。ね、通ったことあるけど、行ったことないかもしれませんね。成田は千葉市ではないですね。成田は成田市ですよね。成田行ったことありますけど。Nice little phone booth here. When you see writing on the street, can you tell us what it says? Okay, I'll try to remember to do that. I'm on the fence about upgrading from P30 Pro to ZV. I don't know what those are. Is ZV1 that new, the one they call a vlogging camera? Maybe. That's a pretty neat one. P30, is that the phone? Huawei P30? Yeah. Oh, that Sony camera is nice. I mean, I'm kind of curious. If I was doing more vlogging, I could possibly be interested in that. But yeah, it's definitely a good camera, I think. But it really depends on your needs and what you're using it for. There's actually plenty of phone booths in Japan. They're still around, oddly enough. Okay, so this is Yutenji, which is a very nice area. And what it says here on the street is tomare, which means stop. That's something that you see very often written on the streets. Have it here as well. Sony で働いてる。あ、そうですか。いいね。Here again it says tomare, stop. And here we have Utenji Station. Here it says baste, which means bus stop. Thank you, Andrew Fort Wayne. Thank you very much. Have you ever watched that documentary about 7-Eleven coming to Japan? No, I don't think so. Sounds like a pretty interesting documentary though. Where can I watch it? Oh, now I remember. We're actually coming up to a place like once when I just started doing live streams, I had beer o'clock around here once. We'll see when we get to the place. Maybe some of you will remember it. Go to Gakugei Daigaku. Yes, I will continue to Gakugei Daigaku. I will basically walk the entire Tokyu Toyoko line, so I will pass all those stops. And yes, graffiti is illegal in Japan. Do you like wine? I'm not really a wine person. I prefer beer, but I drink wine from time to time as well. Beer is my favorite wine. I agree with you on that. Oh, did we pass our place already where I had the beer? Maybe. Maybe it's not here anymore. Shochu はそんなに好きじゃない。日本酒の方が好き。焼酎とかなんか強いお酒はそんなに好きじゃないですね。Been to the village at night. What village? Bureau clock. Yes, Bureau clock is great. Ji-chan の飲み物、そうですね。Where is Chiba Prefecture? It's east of Tokyo. It's where Narita Airport is located. Dog alert, yes. Wow, 641 people joining me. Nice. So we are about to hit the 1 hour mark. So 1 to 2 hours to go. Let's see how far we can make it today. Isn't east of Tokyo the Pacific Ocean? Not really. That's east of Chiba. That would be the Pacific Ocean. Very quiet residential area here. Seen coffee person lately? No, not since last time I went there on a stream, which I guess was during the Yamanote line stream, wasn't it? Of Tokyo would be Tokyo Bay. Depends where in Tokyo. Tokyo is pretty big, but yeah, some places of Tokyo, if you had like Shinagawa, east of Shinagawa would be Tokyo Bay. But if you're more like in Odaiba, then Tokyo Bay would be in the south. All the trucks parked here. I don't know. I think it's just parking area under the train tracks. There's regular cars as well. Maybe there was some construction or something going on. Shinagawa is west of Tokyo Bay, so east from Shinagawa would be Tokyo Bay. The show? Nice shrine over here. Lots of kids, all wearing the same clothes. Looks like they're wearing baseball gear. That's cute. So, a cool round house. Huh. I wonder what it is, if it's someone actually living there. And the signs are already saying Gakuye Daigaku, so I guess we're already there. Tokyo Bay walk someday? Absolutely. I want to do that. I want to walk more around Tokyo Bay. Ron has a giant can of beer. Nice. How about a walk around Yokosuka? Yokosuka is so far from where I live, but maybe one day. 亀戸門前仲町ね、あの辺いいですね。門前仲町好き。亀戸は行ったことあるけど、あんまり印象残ってない。I stayed in Kumanomae. Have you walked around on the Toden Arakawa line? I have not, but I'm actually planning to do that. I'm planning to do a walk all along the Toden Arakawa line. Chiba monorail would be fun. Yeah, I would like to walk that one and maybe ride it as well. To get an official resident card in Japan, is it difficult? You'll get one when you get basically that's the resident card is what most people actually mean when they talk about getting a visa. The resident card is what you get as soon as you arrive in Japan with a visa. It's the residence card that actually shows that you are allowed to stay and live and potentially also work in Japan. The visa is actually just what you show to let them in, to let you in to the country. But as soon as you enter Japan, the visa doesn't really matter anymore. Then it's about the residence card. Can you go to Chinatown? I've been there several times already. There's Chinatown videos on my channel. So right now I'm not really planning another walk from there, but who knows? I think we are at Gakugei Daigaku now. How far is Mount Fuji from where you are? I don't know the distance off the top of my head, but maybe someone in the chat can look that up for me. How far it is from Gakugei Daigaku to Mount Fuji. I'm guessing around what can it be? 50? No more. 80k? Not sure. Getting a bit warmer. That's nice. Gakugei Daigaku, that's what, the 5th stop on this line. So I think we're keeping a pretty good pace. 5 stops in 1 hour and 8 minutes. What's the key difference between Yokohama and Tokyo? I don't know how to answer that question. What's the difference between London and I don't know. What's the difference between New York and Chicago, or Paris and Bordeaux? Like, how do you answer that question? Juicy Gyoza Manufactory, Gakugei Daigaku. Juicy Gyoza, that sounds good actually. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Yokohama is nice. Yokohama is a nice city. It is. I'm not sure if I would like to live there though, to be honest. Well, it's not bad. But Tokyo is just so much more well connected, so it suits me personally better to live in Tokyo. I think easier to get around, more things to see and do. Yokohama feels way smaller, even though it is the second largest city in Japan, but It really doesn't feel that big, which is both good and bad, I guess. Might have to find a cafe then. Yeah, let's see if we can find a place where I can like grab a standing coffee and some little snack. That would be nice. Otherwise, I'll just keep on walking for another hour or so and have lunch after. And you're done with all the train lines, will you do the Shinkansen lines? That would be very ambitious. Let's deal with that problem once I'm done with all the train lines, if I ever get there. Also, Yokohama is by surface very big, so different parts of Yokohama feels very different. But if you talk about like central Yokohama, like around Yokohama Station and Minato Mirai, it's quite nice around there. But it definitely feels way smaller than Tokyo. Hiyoshi でお待ちしてます。今日は日吉まで行けるかな。ちょっとギリギリかな。ちょっと遠すぎる。今日は多分自由が丘か武蔵小杉まで。じゃあ明日ですね。そうですね。明日は日吉の方に通ります。There's one person who's a bit annoying in the chat right now. I recommend that you stop behaving like that. Unless you want to get permanently banned. Oh, there's a nice little park and a pond here. Never been here before. Let's have a look. Oh, thank you, Arnold B. Thank you very much. Looks like an artificial lake, and there's a nice little shrine over there. Cute. This place near the sea? Not really, no. Limonia Park. Is that the name? Is that the name? Never been here before, but yeah, cute little park. We're getting closer and closer to 700 viewers. Nice. Let's see we will cross the 700 mark today. There's actually Nina De Luca here with some outdoor seats. Should I grab a little drink here? Drink and a snack? What do you think? Should I do that? Go on some coffee time. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll do that. Takes a little while. Very slow. Sorry to keep you waiting.これと、はい、カフェラテのミディアム。ミディアムで。はい。ホットのご用意でよろしいですか。はい。お相手お願いします。ミディアムラテ。会計が2点で765円頂戴します。はい。すみません、カードでお願いします。
号番号をどうぞ。
大丈夫ですか？
カードをお取りください。
Okay, now the table outside that I was planning to take got occupied, so I'll just go to that park instead. And no, I'm not shooting inside the shop because we need the permission to do that. Okay, I'll just head back to the park because I don't want to sit like half a meter next to someone else and eat during this pandemic, so I think here we can get a little bit more space. Let's see, do they have some benches? There's some around there, but then it gets a little bit crowded as well. I think I'll just put the camera down here and talk to you while I have my little coffee break. Just a moment, folks. Not really great. Would like to find a little bit more comfortable place. Let's see if we can, if there's anything around here. Ah, here we have some benches. Nice. That guy's right just fell over. Okay, perfect. Just a moment, folks. I will be with you shortly. I'm just gonna sanitize my hands. You all know is very important in these days. Was that shop under the subway? Yes, it was. It was. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Laura, for the bread money. I'm glad I'm not showing my face because right now I have breadcrumbs all over my face. This is perfect. This is just what I need actually. Thanks to this break, I think we can make it a 3-hour stream today. The cost of life in Tokyo much higher than Yokohama? Not sure. A little bit more expensive. I don't think it's a dramatic difference though. It really depends on what part of Yokohama you compare with what part of Tokyo, so no easy answer. See how messy I am. It's really difficult to eat this cone without making a mess. And for those of you who are watching this stream after it's been recorded live, please feel free to skip this part when I'm eating. I don't think it's very interesting for you. So I always notice that whenever I take a break like this, the number of viewers goes down. Which makes sense. You want to see Tokyo, right? You don't want to see or listen to me having a scone. Would you consider moving to the countryside to bring up your family? Yeah, I would consider it if I could find, enjoyable work living in a place like living in the countryside. I would definitely consider that. Not sure about my wife though. I think both of us ideally prefer kind of a medium-sized city, like not too small but not too big. Kudaranai. I'm sorry to hear about your cancelled date. Can't you just postpone it until after the state of emergency? Medium-sized city in Japan, like around 500,000 people maybe. It's by Japanese standards what I would consider a medium-sized city. In Sweden we're talking more like around 100,000 maybe. Okay. I finished my scone, but I kind of do need to finish my coffee as well before I can move on, because otherwise there's no way for me to check the chat. Sitting across tea, staring into his loving eyes and eating a scone. Yeah, that would be very romantic. Coffee's alright. Nothing to write home about. But not really much better than convenience store 150 yen cafe latte, even though this was like twice as much, more, 3 times as much. Yeah, bird is happy. Hello, bird. Pigeons. Rats with wings, exactly. That's what I also think when I see them. Okay, let's finish off this coffee and get moving. Hey there, pigeon. Pigeon in backlit pigeon. Feel free to make a screen grab and print it and hang it on your wall. That way you will have your own Tokyo Explorer photograph. Okay, sorry pigeon. It's time for me to go. お邪魔しました。That was good. That was a good, nice little break. Hope it wasn't too boring for you. Wearing same socks and shoes. Same socks as when? I'm not wearing my Kurtske socks today. It's different ones today. Okay, let's get moving. To Jiyugaoka. Is that where we are now? Maybe. Sounds about right. So now we're getting closer to Toritsu Daigaku. So we're actually between Gakugei Daigaku and Toritsu Daigaku right now. Here's some cones for you, Ray. Please enjoy. Okay, so that scone and coffee cost me about 80 viewers. Let's see if they will come back. You used to live in Toritsu Daikaku. Ine. It's a nice place to live, I think. Anywhere along this line is pretty nice. I think I might want to go. I don't know about the rent prices here. Sorry, there's so many factors, but yeah, really difficult to give an answer to that. No, have to go back. Sorry, a little bit confused right now. Still no cats. Yeah, that's bad. Why no cats along the Toyoko line? Necklace はどこですかねえ、どこだろうね。Someone's counting the Transformers as well. That's nice. Should count everything. Oh, here's a golf driving range. 3 stories. People hitting golf balls. I've never tried that. I would like to try it sometime. Looks fun. Where are you going to? I'm going to Yokohama by following these train tracks. Question is, how can I cross this road? Probably a street crossing down there. What about this way? Let's see. Looks like there's a street crossing down here as well. Good. Sorry, I don't have the teleport upgrade. I ordered it on Amazon, but it hasn't been delivered yet. Battery's draining quicker than usual today. Actually. We're at... Oh, maybe not. We're at 58% battery left, so I guess that's about right. How can you cross the Tama River? There are several bridges, so that won't be a problem. swimming would also be an option, but I think it's a little bit cold this time of the year. Tokyo's for a teleport upgrade would mean we would miss all the great walking. Yeah, I guess so. So you should keep your fingers crossed that that Amazon delivery will take some time. Kampachi, I guess this is Kampachi Dori. Yeah. Thank you, Scott. You've never been offended by anything I've said or done. That's good to hear. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Mr. Kudaranai. Hope your dating can resume soon. Did you get a new phone? No. I'm still using my OnePlus 8 Pro. Well, I did get this Pixel 3a a while ago as my secondary phone, but yeah, that's just to check the map and the chat and whatnot. Ah, this is Kannana. Is it? Maybe it is. Do I swear in the Patreon only streams? I'm not sure, do I? Maybe sometimes, but not very often. Oh right, this is Kananadori. It says that right over there. I think let's go down here. Kananadori. So yeah, not, what did I say? Kampachi. If I return to Japan one day, I might want to do a walk with you. Yeah, that could be doable. Let's see. Let me know when you're back in the country and if I'm still here. Are you near Jiyugaoka? Yes, relatively near Jiyugaoka. I think next stop will be Jiyugaoka. €600 still, so looks like the stream doesn't want to recover to its former glory of almost €700. That's the price you have to pay for having a scone and a coffee. How could I do something so stupid? I should have known better. No one watches YouTube to watch me have a scone and a coffee. Should have known that.すごいよく歩きますね。いつも楽しみにしてます。ありがとうございます。 You know, how much is a bullet train ticket? Yeah, it all depends on how far you're going. If you're traveling between Tokyo and Osaka, for example, which is the most popular stretch of the bullet train network, that's about 20,000, I think. Let me check exactly. Let me check. All right, nice street here. Okay, around 14,500 yen ish. It might be a little bit different right now, but in that ballpark. Just joined. Am I reading the title right? Shibuya to Yokohama is quite a distance. Yes, it's ambitious. I'm not gonna do it all in one go. I will probably split it into 2 or 3 streams, because both the battery in my phone as well as maybe my legs as well wouldn't be able to do 5-6 hours in one go. So yeah, but that's the plan. And also I should check the map, because I'm not sure if I'm actually walking along the train tracks now. Looks like it's, yeah, this is okay. I'm on the right track. There was that transmission tower. Ah, this one. Can you see it? Did you mean that one? And thank you, Waka, for the super chat. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Isn't Shibuya 6 hours of walk? Yeah, about 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. That's why I'm splitting it up into 2 or 3 streams. So I'll walk for 2 to 3 hours today and 2 to 3 hours tomorrow, and then we'll see if one more walk is necessary or not. Probably it will be. And yes, the residential areas in Tokyo are generally pretty quiet, like this one. Even in the central city, you'll find areas like this actually, which is quite amazing. I don't know if it's the same in, like, say, American cities. Like, are there quiet areas in Manhattan, for example? In New York? Would you be able to find something similar to this? Or would you have to go out to the suburbs in order to have a quiet area like this? We got both the cone count and the scone count. Yep. Another transmission tower for those of you who are into those. And a cute little squirrel for those of you who prefer those. I want my streams to be inclusive. I want everybody to feel that they can find something that appeals to them in my streams. That's a good squirrel. It was, right? Thought so too. A very good one. You don't see good squirrels like that every day. Okay, I think. Oh, okay, there we go. There's the train tracks over there in the distance. So we might want to cross here. Oh, and by the way, someone asked me to show the camera. I'm not sure if that person is still watching, but let's see if we are able to make that happen. This is what I used to film, for those of you interested. Shibuya to Yokohama. It's about 6 hours walk. So I'm doing the first part today and we'll continue tomorrow. How's the condition of the countryside at night there? That's a very specific question. What do you mean with the condition? It's mostly pretty quiet, I would say. Quiet but quite nice. Where are you now? I am close to Toritsu Daigaku Station. As soon as I cross this street we will be at Toritsu Daigaku Station. We are 2 hours into the stream now and 50% battery left. Wow, so that means I could technically almost do a 2 hour stream, 4 hour stream. It's good to know. I really started this stream with a fully charged battery today, so Toritsu Daigaku Station over here. Are you in Kanagawa yet? No, I am still in Tokyo, but I think by the time I end this stream I should be in Kanagawa. So yeah, Toritsu Daigaku Station here. Next station will be Jiyugaoka. Tommy K. Tack så mycket. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tommy. Appreciate it. Smells nice here. There's some restaurants. I smell garlic for sure. Maybe garlic and sesame oil. That's a good combination. What's the Swedish he said? He said that getting lost is one of my favorite things to do when I'm in Japan. You never know what to see, experience, or who to meet. It's a great experience. I used my gaijin allowance for the day. Right. Where is where I should go in Sweden? If you're going for the first time, I think Stockholm is worth a visit. It's a nice city. It's a beautiful city. But there's also, if you like nature, you might want to travel to the northern parts of the country, where there's lots of really gorgeous hiking trails and not much else, not much people or anything. And I also always recommend people to go to my hometown, Malmö, in the south of Sweden. It's a very dynamic and multicultural city with lots of great food. That's a cool bike. Very interesting. So, this might be the first level train crossing that I come across today. I'm sure S would be pleased, but he's not here today. Swedish people like Danish people. Yeah, we are. Oh, look at this cute little mini cone. So yeah, Scandinavian countries have a pretty good relationship with each other, so there's no like rivalry or anything, I would say. Not more than a bit like jokingly. Lord Zlatan. Yeah, we're from the same hometown, but I don't know him personally, but he's a bit of a local hero. Stockholm, I love it. People, Sweden, it's very nice. Thank you. Happy to hear that. Yeah, you would like to live near the train tracks? I'm not sure if I would like to do that. Not this close. I like to hear like trains in the distance, but here they're just too frequent. If it's in Sweden where there's like one train every hour or something like that, then I wouldn't mind. But here, actually I think the sound of this crossing would probably annoy me more than the sound of the train itself. Bit of a mirror reveal there. Oh, can you see far in the distance? That's the high-rise tower in Nakameguro. We passed that building a while ago, pretty long while ago. Have you been to the US? Yes, I've been twice. I've been to New York once, a really long time ago. Probably, what was that? 15 years ago maybe? And then I was in Hawaii 2017. In April 2017. That's when I proposed to my wife on a beach in Hawaii. Cute dog. And right now it's so cold. You think so? I don't think it's that cold. It's okay. At least I prefer this rather than Swedish winters. You have little interaction with Japanese, with local in Japanese. I do that sometimes when it comes to me naturally. So yeah, keep watching my streams and it will happen sooner or later. Just nu är det 0 grader och slaskiga. Swedish winters are pretty awful, at least in the south of Sweden. In the north of Sweden it's better. Then it's like real proper winter. In the south it's just rainy, grey and depressing. Sooner is more likely when you need to ask where something is after getting lost in the suburban streets. Yeah. Should I just fake that I'm lost and ask someone for the directions? Not hungry. I had my little snack time, so that's okay to get me going for another hour, I think. We'll see. We're at Jiyugaoka now and it's 2 hours and 7 minutes in. We're not even at Jiyugaoka yet, but we will be soon. Maybe I will just end the stream there and continue tomorrow. That would make it quite convenient for me access wise, and I think that would also definitely be a good point for like making it into three parts. So then I will walk from here to, I don't know where, Kikuna? No, not that far. Motosumiyoshi maybe tomorrow, and then the last stretch the day after that. Is public transport the dominant form of transport in Tokyo? Yes, I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly. I mean, Tokyo is pretty big, and in some parts of Tokyo people use cars, but I'm pretty sure that there are more people dependent on trains than cars within the city limits of Tokyo. But that's just my guess. I don't have an exact statistic to back up that claim. So does he just sleep on the street until the next day? not that hardcore, no, sorry. Yeah, Yokohama suburbs are more car-based for sure. Yokohama's public transportation is nowhere near what it is in Tokyo. I mean, Tokyo has, I don't even know, 9, 12 subway lines. Yokohama has 2. And also not as many JR lines and whatnot, so definitely Tokyo is kind of an outlier in that sense. Subway and train lines in Tokyo are big maze. Yeah, that's the first impression a lot of people get, but I actually feel that once you get familiar with it, it's not really complicated or confusing at all. It's always like really, oh, I don't think I've been here before. Let's just have a look. Looks like there's some interesting shops on this tiny little street. Welcome to Dry Fruits Shop. Okay. So many nice restaurants. And here's a nice little shrine as well. I've been here in another one of my live streams. I went to this shrine. I was referred here by Action Kid and Big Dog. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy my channel. So let's head back to the main road. Japan just sends the restaurants money to stay alive. Kinda. They give, I think under this new state of emergency, they give each restaurant that agrees to close at 8 o'clock will get 60,000 yen in compensation per day, which, depending on the size of the restaurant, could be quite good, or worst case, hardly anything. So it's a little bit odd to me that it's just like one flat rate and that each restaurant is getting the same amount. But yeah, that's how they're doing it here. A bit crowded here in Jiyugaoka. Looks like there's a lot of people out and about, but not really any difference. But yeah, since the government really singled out restaurants this time as the main source of new infections, then I think it really makes sense that they're actually offering some compensation to the restaurants as well. Yeah, $600 per day in restaurant is the compensation that they're getting from the government if they close at 8. I'm sure if you're like a restaurant that usually closes at 9, then that's probably a pretty sweet deal. But if you're more like a bar that's usually open until midnight and that makes most of your money from people buying drinks late, then maybe those $600 won't help you much. Thank you, Aiken. Thank you for the super chat. I am close to Jiyugaoka Station, where I will end the stream. God morgon från Sverige. Stopping by. It's a lot of government money that will hit the taxes. Yes, of course, it's all tax money, and Tokyo, or like the Japanese economy, is already really bad, so they will probably have to raise the taxes soon, again and again and again and again. So that's not good. But enough about taxes. Let's appreciate the fact that we walked from Shibuya to Jiyugaoka today. It was a good walk, 2 hours 16 minutes. I think this will be a good place to end for today, and we will continue again tomorrow, most likely. Yep, this is the station here. You might recognize it from one of my thumbnails from the other week. Had a nice night photo of this station as the thumbnail. Anyway, thanks so much for today, and I'll see you all tomorrow, I hope. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Bye bye. Heido. Mata ne. This is Auf Wiedersehen.